preschoolers. It's Miss Angie. Today, I was thinking that maybe we could make Play-Doh. We really miss you, and I know that you miss coming in the morning and getting your hands in that Play-Doh right away. So I thought we could use the recipe that I use each month to make the Play-Doh, and maybe you could make it in your own home with your mom or dad or grandma or whoever you're with. All right, so let's get started. The first thing we need is flour and salt and cream of tartar. So we're gonna put those items into our pan, and our pan is at medium heat. Flour and salt and our cream of tartar. I'll be attaching a recipe for each of these, but we have 1 cup of flour, 1/3 cup of salt, and 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar. And then we'll mix those together like this. You can see in the pot, we're just kind of mixing those ingredients together like that. And then we're gonna take 1 cup of water, and we're gonna add some yellow food coloring to that. Maybe 6 or 7 drops there. And next, we're gonna take 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, and we'll add that in and see all the bubbles come up. And once we do that, now we're gonna pour it into our pot. And we're gonna use our spatula or our spoon, and we're gonna stir it together. All right, and now we're gonna stir our flour mixture with our water mixture to make some yellow Play-Doh. Once it gets warm, it cooks all those ingredients together and will form into that fun Play-Doh that we play with in the morning. When I make it for you guys, I make a huge batch. This pan is overflowing with Play-Doh. I thought we would make yellow today because it's springtime and it makes me think of ducklings and sunshine and yellow tulips. And so as we stir it, you can see that it's starting to form into a cooked mixture. Now our Play-Doh is really forming into a nice consistency, and it's just warm. You can still touch it, it's not too hot, but it's a little bit sticky. So we might have to add a little bit of flour when we need it over on the counter. I think for the most part, our Play-Doh has been cooked well enough. Usually about 3 or 4 minutes, sometimes 5, just to get a little bit of the moisture out. And it's pretty nice consistency. Okay, now we're gonna turn off our stove, and we're gonna walk our pot over to a place where we can knead it on the countertop. And so we'll just dump our Play-Doh out. You can put it on really anything. I just happen to have a little piece of wax paper. So you may need a little bit of extra flour. So I have a little bit of extra flour on hand. You can put that in there just to make sure that the consistency isn't too wet. And then you knead it like this. Put it in a ball. And Now you have a nice, fresh batch of Play-Doh. All right, now our Play-Doh is cooled down and now we can play with it. We're gonna flatten it with our hands or with a rolling pin. And we'll roll it out and make fun things like we do in class. If you have some cookie cutters at home, or maybe some toys that are left over from a set that maybe you had in the past, just pull those out and use them and make fun things. This is where you can get creative. You can make all kinds of stuff with your Play-Doh. Have a wonderful day, preschoolers. We really miss you and we hope you're doing well. God bless.